Hello, we're answering questions on health and medical problems. I'm joined by Dr. Rosemary Leonard. Hello.
Hello.
Rosemary, quite an unusual question here about somebody who's recently lost their job because they couldn't stop themselves from falling asleep. Sounds really worrying. This person's written in and said it can happen at any time of the day. Sometimes I'll nod off for a few moments and at other times I'll pass out for over an hour. I'm really worried. What can I do to make this stop?
Well, there is a medical condition called narcolepsy where you can fall asleep during the day at any time, but it's actually very, very rare indeed. It's diagnosed by having an EEG done, which is a way of measuring the electrical activity in the brain, and you get specific patterns with this. But much more commonly, this type of problem is due to something else going on in their lives. Now, the commonest thing is they're not sleeping well during the night time, which means they've got daytime sleepiness. So the first thing to do is try and get a good night's sleep. And ironically, if you sleep during the day, you are then less likely to get a good night's sleep. So you have to keep yourself awake during the day.
Because there's so many hours that we're going to do, is that right?
Yes. I mean, particularly in the elderly, we know that if they have daytime naps, they don't tend to sleep so well at night time, and then they come in saying, I can't sleep at night time, and actually what you need to do is stop the daytime sleeping. The other thing this can be is a side effect of some medications. Antidepressants, the SSRI antidepressants, can cause sleepiness during the day, and some other medications can do it. So it's always worth reading the package insert if you're taking any medications to see if it's a possible side effect.
And you said SSRI, what's that?
They are the selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. The most famous of them is Prozac, but they're used quite widely for treating anxiety and depression, and they can make you suddenly feel sleepy during the day.
Because they depress lots of emotions at the same time.
Yes, but other medication can do it as well. Sleepiness and fatigue is quite a common side effect, so it's always worth, if anyone is feeling sleepy and they're on medication, they should always read the leaflet and check with either their pharmacist or their doctor.
And go back, and yes, a checklist to run through to make sure.
Yes, yeah.
Good advice, Rosemary, thank you. And if you have a similar problem, we hope we might have given you some help, but remember, it's always best to go and see your own doctor for medical advice. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with more health questions and answers.